welcome to another BumpmyStump's World of Tanks Xbox 360 replays. Today we're in the new French Tier 5 Heavy, the BDR G1 B, and I believe this was the second game I played in it. I think the first 3 games it put me at tier, which was pretty cool. That doesn't happen very often. You usually get a tier match to begin with, and then you get stuck right in low tier for the next 4 games. So yeah, it worked out pretty good with this one. Maybe it's because, I don't know, there's a lot of tier 5s on, so it didn't have anything to do with lack of tanks, that's for sure, lack of people playing. So, anyways, we're in the BDR G1 B, we're on Prokhorovka, and we're going to push pretty much what I usually push, pretty much in the center of the map, sort of. And, we're going to sit here and spot and shoot as much as we can. So, yeah, we're going to slow down here, take a peek, and wait for some allies to push up with me. I don't want to be the only one up here. There's an artillery in play, and I really don't want him to, me to be the first thing spotted, and for him to just outlaw the right on top of me. So I'm kind of playing a little cautious. And nothing's coming up. I feel lonely up here. And there we go, there's number 1. Matilda Black Prince. See, the great thing about it is that tank over there is the one that spotted it all, so he's the one that got shot at first. Everyone's focused on him. And I take 252 out of that KV-1. And then I'm able to back right out of there with taking no damage. I'm ready to fire again, but I'm still getting shot at. So I'm still detected and still showing up on the radar, so I'm going to give her a second before I move back up. Epic Facer, remember that name? Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say he's a noob, but yeah, you know something, he is. He is. I don't care if he played decent during the game or not. He ends up showing he's a noob. There's a KV-1 over there. I'll take 213 out of him. And again, back up after I'm detected. Get out of the way. Get out of the line of fire.
Enemy destroyed.
Push back up here. Reload it. The reload time on this is, I mean, it's somewhat slow for a tier 5. But when I got it, I have a habit of using free XP to just skip the grinds. So that's exactly what I did with this. Oop, T14 right there. We're going to take a shot and finish him off. And bounce a shot that came in off, I believe, my turret. Yeah, back I was saying, I usually, when I buy one of these tanks, I don't play the stock cannon. I have enough free XP or whatnot to XP pass stuff, and I did this, so I've got the big cannon on it. So I actually should get out and play with the smaller cannon and see how it plays that way. I know this big cannon at tier, it's a beast. It reminds me of the KV-1S, sort of. With a quicker reload, not quite as much damage. But you get like I'd say a 7.5 second or so reload. Something like maybe a little bit more, really close to 8 seconds. It's hard to catch exactly. I guess I could watch here and find out. But it's right below 8 seconds. About 7.5, below 8. But it doles out like, you know, probably an average between 200 and 240 damage per shot. So, yeah, it's really not bad whatsoever at tier 5. See that VK pushing over there? I'll take 253 out of him. And back up so we don't get hit. And push back up again. We're going to find KV-1. Nope. He's backing up. He's out of the way. What's over here? Matilda and VK-3001. And let's finish him off with 229. I bounce a shot. Well, my track's 80, I guess. Let's see a Churchill 1 over there. Take 245 out of him. And then this KV-1 comes over here and starts pounding it. And that aim is perfect, and I did no damage. I tracked him It was pathetic.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
It was just completely pathetic.
Another one
That
down.
was a bullshit. That was a RNG bullshit there. So I took quite a bit of damage right there. I hadn't taken any damage yet. Then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I could have fixed my track sooner. Oh, there's another one of these right there. BDR
Penetration.
G1 B. And I took 240 out of him there. And he just sits there. And finish him off 78. No, I didn't. Another bullshit RNG thing. And this is another bullshit RNG thing. Fully aimed. And who knows where it hit. Side of an AT2. I believe this gun has 200. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it back up. But it's a high 100s in penetration. It's got monster penetration. Maybe I should look it back up. I shouldn't speak. Maybe I'm thinking of damage 200. Yeah, I think I'm damage 200 and something. I think it's like 145 to 170 penetration, something to that effect with premium.
Punch right through their armor.
We'll punch right through right there and almost kill him. I took 237 out of him there, and he keeps on moving forward. And we finish him off.
Find us another target.
I'm gonna have to look up them stats because I forgot what it is. So don't listen to me on that 200 deal. I think it's between 190 and 250 or something damage, and I want to say up to 170 pen with premium, but I could be way off on that. I'll have to look it up. That was stupid of me to open my mouth when I didn't write the stats down. But hey, I'm human and I'm not always perfect. Alright, we got a couple people capping. And of course, one of them is that epic facer that I said was a noob. I said he didn't play very bad most of the game. He had an okay game. But anytime it's, what is it right now? It's 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 on 1, and they're capping. So anytime it's 10 on 1 and you've got people capping, I don't care if they got 3,000 damage and top of the rank and everything else. You know, they're a noob. Because you know that enemy right there is sitting there saying, "Oh look, I'm gonna be able to win. Look at that. I'm not gonna die. I don't lose my tank." You know, it's just, and we were going bad. At least I was. No one else was, I guess. So maybe they're all noobs. I don't know. I have a pet peeve with people capping when it's 8 on, even more than 3 on 1. If you're capping and it's more than 3 on 1, you're a noob. Unless you're almost dead, it's different. We get a reward for tracking the target. We get the hat trick reward. We get mystery mayhem, premium day added. Ace tanker 99%. Master gunner. 3 tanks destroyed. 55,000, almost 55,900 silver. 4,700 XP. 240 to the BDR, 250 to the KV, 229, 245 to the Churchill, 279 to the AT, 253 to that VK, and we end up in first place. 897 spotting, 1,700 damage, 3 kills, 1,300 base XP. You'll see the epic facer guy there, KV1. He ended up with 670 and 600. I mean, 4th on the list. So he didn't have a horrible game, but he capped early, so he's a noob. Another one that capped early is that FTG Uprooted Eye and the Wolverine. And then the Ghost Rider and the T1 Heavy, who did absolutely nothing. Of course, he capped the most. But he got like 60 cap points or something, or 80 maybe, I don't know. But that's just, there's 3 noobs that don't know how to play the game. 63 right there. Did 114 damage. What do? Hit 2 shots? 1 direct hit and 1 penetration. Then he goes and caps. Complete noob. Alright, we had personally, it goes back up there. Lord Vader Max was the T1 Heavy on the other team. He only had 225. So, you know, it wasn't much better. So you had two noobs that were doing the same thing. But overall, I played probably 5 or 6 games in this BDR G1 B, and I like it. It's a pretty good tank, really, for tier 5. We shot 13 shots, hit 10, penetrated 10, 314 damage received, 1700 damage doled out. So yeah, that's a good game, and I'm gonna continue playing this tank for a little while because I like it. So as usual, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what I did right. Tell me what I did wrong. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all that good stuff. Share on the forums if you like. And remember, when you're on that battlefield, don't be a noob and cap early. It's just don't be that noob. Go find and shoot the red ones.